throw out, and he was throwing out like 960s and stuff. And last year,
Jesus Christ, 960s. I had a guy selling two.
Just for the scrap.
Two 1080 Ti's. I just realized something, by the way.
What?
None of what we just said had been recorded because for some reason my audio settings had turned off. So
none of that was playing?
Well, there's like 5 minutes.
It's playing now.
There's 5 minutes of video, but there's only 13 seconds of audio.
It's playing right now.
I know it's playing. Like the video's there, but there's no audio whatsoever.
So that whole time there was no audio. The entire time.
It's just us talking and then no audio. Back to the ridiculous.
Done.
We're done. That's it. Everyone's clicking on. Going, what the fuck? We can't even hear. Is this Mimes? Thought Topic Mimes version? No. What's going on?
I'm fucking done with this shit.
No one was.
I'm not doing it anymore.
To be fair, no one was watching, and I can edit all of this shit out anyway, so that's fine. I think I can edit it all out. I do have Sony Vegas Pro that I paid full price for. Definitely paid full price for.
Hey, look! I got my microphone in frame.
Oh,
did I?
Beautiful. Yes, you do. It's there.
Look at that.
The microphone that you're definitely using.
Definitely using it. Definitely.
Perfect.
Definitely using it. Look, as I get closer to it.
As you get closer to it, and you're like moving away from it. Oh god.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Ignore it. Ignore where my mouth is positioned to my microphone.
Oh, my mic just fell over. Fucking, it's not even.
Good thing you've got that noise suppression on there, so we didn't hear that big thump.
Yeah, look at that shock mount.
That's the one. That super shock mount that you've got.
It's a fake mic. It's a prop. It's a prop.
And I've got my inconspicuous logo hiding just below the.
I've got mine right here in the corner of the screen. And can you see it? Not really.
I've got my inconspicuous. Definitely not advertising anything logo. No, we're not advertising anything.
No, let me just get my. I wish I had my desk like right here.
Yeah, hang on. Let me just take you a sweep through my desk and NZXT Asus. Welcome everyone to the NZXT Asus Razer show, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and do all that stuff.
And let's talk about AMD.
Oh, that's actually. There's rumors on Ryzen 2 now. Hang on, wait a minute. They're calling it Ryzen 2, but their first three sets of processors were Ryzen 5, 7, and 3, right? But now bringing out.
Now it's Ryzen 2 7.
Ryzen
7 2.
Oh, fuck off. That's going to be so confusing. Oh, I just got the new Ryzen 7 2 fucking bullshit.
You know what's confusing? I'm trying to look at that Razer laptop, the Razer Blade Pro, wherever the fuck it is. I'm not sure which one it is. I can't figure out what model the laptop is.
Oh yeah, that's right. They had a massive issue with that, with the naming sequence with that.
Yeah, the guy's selling it. He's selling it for $4,000.
The first, I think the first 5 had like no distinguishable way to tell which one was which.
There's nothing on the thing. There's like no product, not as a product number, but there's no model number or anything on it. Like I can't figure out which one it is.
Save $300 instantly on the Razer Blade Pro full HD, and get Destiny 2 with your Blade Pro 4K. You could save $300 if you buy 3 of those. That's $900 you're saving. You could live off that.
No, you have to spend the money, Isaac.
But you're saving. You just
No, you don't spend the money and all of a sudden have 900 extra.
Buy 3 a week.
Yeah.
Buy 3 a week. You've got a $50,000 a year income. You buy 3 a week and you're saving $50,000 a year. Perfect.
Yeah, just keep buying them and then you can just save off the money you've lived off.
God, I see. Actually, I'm stealing that. That was a review on a watch on Amazon. It was like $120,000 down from $170, and it's like save $50,000. It's like with that $50,000 I'm gonna save, I'm actually gonna buy 5 of those watches and buy myself a house. Well, I don't know.
Stole that.
I don't.
I did. Yourself.
I did. I just added information that was current and recent and up to date, I guess. It's a good review.
We're way off track here. What are we even supposed to be talking about?
The other things we were meant to be talking about was stuff that I've cleared off of my list. Roadman Shaq, that's what it was going to be.
Roadman Shaq.
Road-
Man's not hot.
That's the one. Man's not hot. Man is hot. He did this. He did that video with the fire in the booth, which is like it's meant to be a piss take, but everyone
Fire the Booth is a freestyle challenge in a UK radio station.
and he went in there as a comedian.
Wait,
to
is
take
it the
the
UK
piss.
or South African?
No, it's the UK. That's the UK.
It's the UK.
Yeah,
okay.
that's the UK. And he literally just took the piss. I'm pretty sure he's just a comedian. He went in there pretending to be a rapper. It's like a persona. It's like
Like every rapper, it's a persona.
I was gonna say Jack Black, but like I don't know if that's actually him or not. It's hard to tell.
Who, what, Tenacious D?
Yeah, Tenacious. The whole Jack Black, Tenacious D.
They all play they're playing a fucking character. All of them.
They are realistically. So yeah, and everyone thought it was real, and apparently I've been told that people, I don't know if it's just in New Zealand, but apparently people in clubs are singing it and they're playing it in clubs, and people are going, "Oh my god, I love this song so much."
Yeah, he's playing it live.
Like
he's like touring with it. I think he opens his shows with it or something.
Oh wow, he's doing a concert? That's terrible.
Yeah, he's literally got one song.
That shouldn't be allowed.
So he recorded it as a freestyle. People that don't know the difference in the styles of rap, you could tell it's a freestyle by the way it doesn't really flow 100% all the time. That's sort of the free part of it, I guess. I'm no rap expert, but that's what I'm getting from it. You don't have to fully rhyme every single thing in the verse as long as it sort of flows together.
I found a really funny rap, and it's actually from
Isaac.
It's
you
actually
got ADD here.
No, this is along the same lines, but this guy thinks he's actually really good at rapping. He's not putting the piss. I'm pretty sure this guy thinks that he's actually a good rapper.
What's this?
It's actually from where I live. I'm gonna throw it up in the chat so you can see it. And so everyone else can see it. That video is the cringiest version of rap in the world. It doesn't, like, you know how rap's supposed to rhyme? This does not rhyme.
It doesn't have to.
This doesn't rhyme in the slightest.
Flow. It's just kind of flow. It doesn't have to rhyme. It's supposed to flow.
There's no flow. There's no rhyme. I'm gonna play a little bit.
I look like a thumb when I do this.
My name is Francis.
The guy's voice.
I go to Whangarei Boys High School.
Are you playing it? I don't hear it.
I live in Whangarei, and I grew up in Taupo.
Oh god. I'm gonna pause it there. That's the epitome of New Zealand trash right there.
I don't think that's real.
The place the guy's from is where I'm originally was brought up, and that is, I guarantee you that is real. That is.
Okay, we'll play it so we can hear it. Do it over your thingy there.
Do it over my thingy. I just click the link and listen to it. You can hear it.
Nobody else can hear it though.
I played it so everyone can hear it, but you're not watching the stream, so you can't hear it. If that makes sense.
I'm watching the stream. I didn't hear it go up.
You must have it muted.
Oh, I see the video. Okay. Anyways, back to something everyone can relate to. Isaac.
There's the link anyway.
Going off on this very niche fucking New Zealand rapper.
I'll put that link in the description of our video when it hits YouTube, and just for shits and giggles. What was, I can't even remember what the other topic was we were going to talk about. We've sort of gone from the GPU.
We haven't finished talking about Michael Dappa there.
Michael Dappa?
Man's not hot.
Oh right, yeah, Michael Dappa's
Roadman Shaq.
The real guy's name, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Michael Dappa's his real name.
So
he appeared on BBC Radio's One Extra Fire in the Booth with his comedic rap "Man's Not Hot," who's the backtrack from that was from the Gigs 2016 track "Let's Lurk." So if you like the background music, but the song's kind of fucking wacky, which it is, Gigs "Let's Lurk" is the actual song.
Gigs Let's Lurk.
Yeah, that's the.
Okay, good to know. I can also throw that into the description on our YouTube channel.
67 in Gigs 2016. Let's Lurk. The studio track version was released on the next day, September 22nd, 2017.
That's crack. Oh, well, I mean, the track isn't actually that terrible, but yeah, the rapping is not the best. But it was intentional. It wasn't meant to be good. It was meant to be shit. It was meant to sound terrible. The whole point of that rap was to sound stupid.
It was to sound terrible and sound as stupid as possible, and people are loving it. So what does that say?
I think people are loving it because of the beat more than they're actually loving it, and because of the meme more than they love it because of the actual song.
That's the whole thing. Then people don't even listen to what they're listening to. They just hear shit and start listening to it. And it could be literally.
Well, to be fair,
what are the lyrics in that song?
I actually have
take off your jacket. I said, "Man's not hot."
I actually have them up on the screen. 2 plus 2. This everyone knows that the 2 plus 2 is 4 minus 1. That's 3. Quick maths, but like,
quick maths.
Yeah, I guess if he did do this with like, if this was a comedian who's doing this literally off the bat, this is actually pretty clever. But the noises.
I'm sure some of the stuff was premeditated, but like most of this is just off the cuff. That's the whole point of the fire in the booth thing.
Yeah.
And when rappers go in to do freestyle stuff, they might have a couple things to draw from, but they don't plan out the whole thing. You know what I mean? But they might have some lines that they're going for.
I feel like a lot of, because if you actually watch the video without lyrics, without knowing the lyrics, a lot of the lyrics are inaudible. Like you can't actually tell what he's saying, and they're sort of just like, oh, that kind of sounds like frisbee, so we'll just throw that. But he probably just mumbled some random word that sounded like frisbee, or just just threw some letters together.
Yeah, but he also uses different dialects, right? Like he lives in the UK, they use different English. Like that she's an Uckers. That girl's an Uckers. It doesn't mean anything here, but over there I'm sure it means something.
I think he says Uggers, doesn't he? UGGERs.
Oh, he says Uckers. I'm looking at it right now. Uckers. And when he does the breakdown, when you watch did you watch the Big Shaq breaks down "Man's Not Hot" thing, the lyric video?
Yeah.
Where he goes through the whole thing, he literally says that girl's an Uckers. Uckers. You look that up.
Okay, well, apparently, according to Urban Dictionary, it's an obscene word that only Roadman Shaq can use, or Big Shaq.
When a woman or prostitute gives head and sucks dick for money.
So, Uckers is basically another word for a synonym for prostitute, yeah?
No. It's specifically for a woman or prostitute that gives head and sucks dick for the money. That's what it says. For the money. It's like in caps.
Oh, that's so ridiculous. I wonder if South Park's surely going to rip it off at some point. That's going to happen.
Oh, I can't wait till that happens. They're so good at what they do.
They are. They really
I like
are.
how they go to the point of like being threatened to being canceled all the time to just knowing where they're going to go, and they can just do whatever they want now. It doesn't matter.
What was the last thing they did? I can't remember. One of the seasons they did was all about advertising, and it was just so over the top. They went from like back in the days when they used to get cancelled all the time, and FCC were like, oh, you can't put that in there, and you have to fucking blow this out and shit. To now they're just like, whatever, we don't give a fuck. We've made so much money off of South Park, we don't care anymore. And then there are shows, but that's such a simple show, and you compare that to like Family Guy, and they probably spend a lot more time on Family Guy and Seth MacFarlane.
They say it takes like 4 to 6 months or something to make an episode of Family Guy because they got to send it away to get animated. But they can make an episode of South Park in a week on their Max.
Wow. Yeah, see that because originally
that's why South Park can keep up with current events so much more than any other show because it takes them a week to do it. So something that happens 2 weeks ago, they can have a show made already.
That makes more sense. Back in the day when South Park first came out, though, they actually had like little cutout, like actual.
Yeah, they did. They did
actual paper cutouts. They just did stop motion, didn't they? It was basically cardboard.
It's like a camera that's downwards, and they arrange it in front of it, and then they take the pictures and move it slightly. Yeah, then they just transfer it all over to. I think they do it on Max now.
Yeah, they do it all with software. It's a lot easier. I mean, now that they're making games out of it, it can't be that hard to make the characters move around.
The game looks just like the show too.
It does, and
Both
they don't have to have fucking 144 FPS frame rates. They can just have 24 FPS. It doesn't matter because that's what the show's filmed at. Yeah. Well, I say filmed at, animated at. That's what it's animated as. I'm
gonna go one more and say the game actually looks better than the show does.
It kind of the textures does. Because I have the game and on 144 hertz display, even though that doesn't really affect it. The 1440p version of the game is actually really good. It's very detailed compared to like your 1080p whatever you're watching on TV bullshit. I wonder if you can get.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can get South Park in 4K. Do they do 4K textures for South Park yet? Also,
yeah, I believe so. Because they do everything. Like all media is done like way larger than it should be, and then they.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, hold on, I gotta grab a drink. One sec.
Fractured Butthole is in 4K. Apparently, you can play it in 4K, which is I think it's. I'd assume it would just be upscaling.
Did you just call it butthole?
Fractured Butthole. 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 So basically, my work equipment.
Should I just get like a fake cigarette that's burning 24/7?
You should get a fake pair of headphones too, and just cut holes in them, and don't ever turn your head.
Why?
So it looks like you're listening to me via headset, but you're just listening to me via your speakers. Although
Weird how
I have to say I'm impressed by the fact that I'm getting no feedback from your end. I'm not hearing myself. It's quite good.
Yeah, I know. Pretty impressive, isn't it?
I also still haven't listened to what is it, Lamborghini Mercy, since you played it on loop for like 24 hours. That was fun. No, but whatever you're using for your camera is working perfectly. So far.
My girlfriend's phone. That's my girlfriend's phone. It's a Moto X.
Did you actually throw like $5 on an app so you didn't have an ad pop up every 3 seconds, or is there like a program built?
No, I bought it.
Oh, you bought the program. Cool.
I bought the program.
That's good. That's a bonus. Just like I bought like Sony Vegas the other day, just so we could edit our videos and stuff. And
Yeah,
actually, I had a complete fucking nuts at Sony Vegas the other day because it wasn't accepting our videos in MKV format, and I tried so hard to convert our first video to an MP4, and then when I finally got it converted to MP4 because VLC can do it, it was like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we don't accept this either unless you have the QuickTime codec, and I was like, fuck! So I then tried to convert it to MPEG-4, and then it didn't accept it. It was just audio. So I was like, you know what? I fucking give up. And then I went to open a tab in Chrome and load a web page. And the web page was sitting there for like 5 minutes loading, and I was like, you know what? I give up. So I just turned my computer off and left the room. I was like, no, I'm not dealing with this shit. It's too much.
That was exhilarating.
It was exciting. It was a lot more intense on the yesterday when I was actually doing it. It was a lot more intense. It was fucking...
I like the story arc where it wouldn't accept our videos at MKV.
Yeah, that was bullshit. I was fucking... Well, I wasn't really too worried about it then. I was like, okay, cool, it doesn't accept MKV, so it must accept only like MP4 and MPEG-4 and shit. So I was like, cool, we'll do that. And then when the MP4 didn't work, I was like, motherfuck! So... but before I figured out VLC could convert, I tried to do like an online conversion. I was like, cool, I'll sit there and wait, and I was sitting there waiting, and then it got to 100 megabytes. So it was like, I'm sorry, you've exceeded your 100 megabyte limit for the day as a temporary user. It's like, you, what the fuck? No way. I turned that off immediately. And yeah, so here we are with no edited video, and it just goes straight to YouTube. I can't be fucked.
Whatever, that's fine.
I'm gonna have to find
Do it live.
I'm gonna have to find a way to cut the first 5 minutes off of this video. Because
Just
there's going to be... Just leave it? Just leave 5 minutes?
Just leave it.
Alright, we'll do that. We'll go back and laugh at it one day.
Just put a caption on. It says, whoops, forgot the audio.
That's a good idea. I'll put an annotation up. It says, whoops, forgot the audio for the first 5 minutes, and then cancel it after the first 5 minutes, and then I'll have another one come up and say, here's the audio. It's right here,
First
guys.
5 minutes of the video, we actually had like a topic. Like the true topic about the Titan V. We had the specs. We had the ridiculous cost. The ridiculous... what was it? 2 per customer?
2 per
only
customer.
Get 2 of them.
No, you can't have 3.
And free shipping.
If you want to buy 2 for yourself and 2 for a friend, you have to get your friend to buy the 2 with your money from their credit card.
Christmas is coming up. It is colored in gold. Fuck that.
I would hope it was covered in gold being that price. Holy shit.
Oh, on their advertising on their site, it says latest gaming technologies right there.
Yeah, so why was everyone saying it's not for gaming? That makes no sense
People
whatsoever.
are fucking retarded.
I can't figure out, like, their justification for that.
Do you know who these people are making the arguments? Most of them are children, probably somewhere between the ages of 8 and 11, that are saying this shit online, that don't know what they're talking about.
That's pretty much what it sounds like to me as well. First introduced Titan as a cheap Quadro Tesla alternative to consumers, then rebrand.
Like, how would a graphics card that's made using all the same shit that the other graphics cards are made, just more of it, be worse?
Yeah, that's. Well, actually, no. The newer ones are usually less. Like this is the upmarket, and then they just remove like a
No,
die.
but there's always but there's more CUDA cores and there's more transistors and maybe not based on the new technologies. It might use less. I'm not sure how that works, but for the most part,
it makes no sense at all. I don't get it. It's weird to say that the graphics cards that are used to build the games are not able to play the games. It makes no sense. Like, you're rendering the actual. Like, it would take more power to render the actual games than everyone's saying. Everyone's saying it's not for gaming. It's for scientific research.
to be honest, they didn't make it with people going, oh, you know what? This is gonna rock 144 hertz. Like, they didn't make it with that in their mind.
No, that's not the intention, but it probably can do 144 hertz on like 1440p. You probably get a realistic. You probably get like 80 FPS out of 4K on that thing, but you don't really know until somebody buys it and tries it. I'm sure Linus will have a video out next week. Actually,
Of course, it's NVIDIA. Of course, he will.
No. They've never done it. They've only done one NVIDIA video, and that was on the tight.
You fucking talk about NVIDIA a lot.
They do. They
That's
talk
true.
about, but they've never had a sponsored. They've only had one sponsored video from NVIDIA, and that was like one of the most recent videos they've got. They had, I think it was the Star Wars? I can't remember. Hang on, it was on one of his videos recently. I can't fucking remember which one. Is that the face? The face of God. He's looking for something. We should have already known this.
Let's wait.
We're waiting. Hang on, I'm finding it. We're getting there. No. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was... No, it wasn't Razer.
I wish I could do this zoom out a lot faster, though.
This zoom out's like slow.
It's kind of awkward, like, just waiting.
They did have a whinge about Razer taking so long to send them a Razer phone, because apparently it's amazing. The Razer phone is like ridiculously amazing.
For what? Mobile games?
Yeah, that's what I can't.
I
figure
haven't
out
looked
either.
at the Razer phone at all. What's the deal with that?
It's pretty much from what I can gather. I don't want to throw out like this is what it is. In my opinion, it's a Note 8 with 2 more gigabytes of RAM. It's got the same. It's got 120 hertz screen on a phone. I don't know why you need 120 FPS on a phone. It's got 2 more gigs of RAM than the Note 8. It's got the same processor as the Note 8. Apparently, the speakers are amazing. They took the headphone jack off. There's no headphone jack. It's got like a 5.9 inch screen or some shit.
Why don't you look it up?
He said it was close to the same size as. I think they said it was the same size as a Note OnePlus 2 Plus or some. I can't fucking remember what phone it was, but no, the Razer phone specs are pretty decent.
120 hertz ultra motion screen, Dolby Atmos and THX certified audio. I don't know how they're doing the Dolby Atmos stuff in that.
Yeah, that's crazy, eh?
Dual front firing speakers and amps.
See, I think
400,000.
I honestly think that's where Razer gets a lot of the momentum for the speakers, is because they've got them front facing. You'll notice a lot of speakers on modern cell phones, they have bottom facing speakers or rear facing speakers. You're not going to hear.
I never understood that.
You have to.
They always want to bounce off stuff.
Yeah, you have to cup the phone in order to hear the sound. Like, what if you want to hold the phone like this, like a fucking normal person? Like, shit. What if you don't want the back to get sweaty? But the screen's amazing.
You do the thing like this, where you hold it like this.
Yeah, I hold when I'm playing a game. I'll hold it like with my. That's why I hate charging my phone while I'm playing a game on it. It's horrible. I do play the occasion.
Play games on your phone? What the fuck?
I play one game. I got into one game recently. That's about it. That's about all I use my ridiculous.
Is it better than the fairy fighting game? What's that fairy fighter one? Everwing? Play that on Facebook. Everyone do it.
It's better than that, but no, that game's pretty good. I haven't played Everwing in a while, actually. It keeps telling me to come back. That's the thing I don't like about Facebook Messenger games. Is it's like messages. Like I played Rubik. What's it called? Is it not Rubik's? What's the one with it? It's Tetris. I played Tetris like once, and now I get a message every day saying, "Come back, play Tetris. We miss you." It's like what the it's a fucking game. I was impressed by the battery size. A 4,000 milliamp battery in a phone that small is pretty decent. They did make it quite a thick phone though, but apparently the way that it's designed is quite comfortable in the hand.
It looks like an Xperia.
Yeah, that's what they said it was. It was like an Xperia, but like mixed with a one. Actually, no, the fingerprint scanner is on the side on the Xperia, isn't it? Yeah. I think all of the negativity around that phone came from the cameras. Apparently the software for the cameras was garbage, because if you use it on like Google Cam it seems to be fine, but if you use it on their software it's terrible. But apparently they fixed that problem within the first like 2 weeks of it being released. It's got like, I think the thing that sold this was the price point. It was like, what is it, like $900? $800?
There's the phone.
Oh wow, it's $700. Okay.
Yeah, that's $700 US. So that's like $1,000 for us. There's the phone right there.
Yeah, but if you compare that to my Note 8, my Note 8 was $1,400, and that's better in almost every way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you can put a 2 terabyte SSD card if you can afford a 2 terabyte SSD. The 2 terabyte SSD, in all honesty, would probably be more expensive than the phone.
Why is that even necessary? What, 2 terabyte SSD card?
And apparently the eject pin looks really cool. Hang on, the Razer SIM card remover is really fucking cool looking. It's got like the little Razer logo.
Oh my god! Of course you'd like it. You know what's funny is the only reason, like another reason why I'm thinking about not getting that Razer blade is just because it's a Razer blade and you'll be creaming over it.
You should most definitely get that.
I don't know though. I don't know if I want to get the Razer blade. It's got smaller fans underneath. I'm afraid it's going to make a lot of noise compared to my Asus. My Asus I can't hear at all.
True.
Like literally can't even hear it.
I'm surprised. I thought because it's a bigger laptop, it'll have a bigger fan and therefore it'll make more noise. But I guess if it...
No, smaller fans make higher pitched noises. Like smaller fans make that whining noise.
Laptops like yours would have like a passive cooling mode, wouldn't it? It would have like a thermal throttle at some ridiculous temperature, and then it would eventually kick the fan in if it got too hot on top of that.
No, the fans are always going.
Oh, okay.
But they're going at such a low RPM that you can't hear them.
Oh, yeah. Or they've just got really good beer. Like, you could have just really high quality bearings in them. That could be what it is. I mean, I've got that problem with the fans that I have in my case at the moment. They're just really, really cheap, and I'm looking at buying industrial, not NZXT, Noctua industrial fans. But apparently they're louder than some of the other fans you can get on the market for the same price. So I'm sort of weighing up my options at the moment with fans. But everything.
We need to move on. We need a topic. We need to move on.
Well, let's talk about terrible camera purchases and fucking Chinese brands. Should we talk about that, Ryan? Should we talk about terrible Chinese purchases?
Are you trying to say something?
I'm trying to say that if you just spent $15 more, you would have a perfectly functioning 720p camera right now, but you did not listen to me. This is perfectly
functional. I don't know what you're talking about. This looks fine. It looks good to me.
That's working, I guess, but it also means that your girlfriend can't use her phone.
Yeah, but while we're having these conversations, she's usually in bed sleeping anyways because of the time frame. Like, it's 12:30 a.m. for me right now. What time is it for you?
I forgot about that. It's 6:30 p.m.
6:30 p.m. So when she's in bed, I can use the phone as long as I charge it because she needs it for the morning. So it's plugged in with the USB right now.
It's plugged in to use the video anyway, isn't it? So you should be fine. That's perfect. Okay, well, I don't have any other topic. We've been going for half an hour, so we can close off. Done.
So that was a shit show.
That was a shit show. We talked about some stuff though. We did. We had.
But it was mostly to show the camera improvement on my end. It was more of a testing episode, just to see if we got all this down. Now that I have the camera down, Everything's fine. Everything's good from here on. We'll be good. Better next time.
Episode 2, test 2. There we go. Next time will be perfect. Next time we might actually have content organized before the stream happens, and people can actually.
That would be something we have to work on, or more. What would it be? Preferable.
If had
people actually came in and had something to talk about.
That would be even better if we actually had some sort of...
That would be preferable.
Yeah, feedback coming through so we could jump on to another topic somebody else has suggested. Whoa, that jumped into the wrong screen. Beautiful. It's just your beautiful face up there.
We were in a rush. And...
We're always in a rush. Let's be real. We don't really get a lot of time to do this, so we just jump on and we're like, yo, let's do this. Now,
a lot of it had to do with the fact that I had to fuck around with my camera to get it to work, because the camera on my stuff doesn't actually work. It shows up black, and I have to go through all the settings to get it to show up properly. Then when I do get it to show up, as you see last episode, it's not that great anyways.
So we got a new camera. We're able to use it whenever
now.
We can use it whenever we want now, or
at night, yeah.
At night, okay. So what happens if I just happen to be doing night shift and I'm available at like lunchtime and it's like 6 p.m. your time?
Might be more limited on the camera, but
we'd have to wait a few hours. That's fine. I guess we can wait till like not. What time does Amanda go to bed? Like 9, 10?
She gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Goes to work for 6. She goes to bed at like fucking 8.
8. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So if it's like 2 in the afternoon, we're fine. That's amazing. All right, we'll close this show and see you on the next episode, which will come out in the next month.
No, it'll be out soon. Next week. Next 2 weeks.
Next week or the week after. I've got to move my whole desk again to a different room because...
Yeah, I don't like your whole thing that you got going on back there. What happened to everything? It's like you're in a closet. Where are you?
I'm in my spare room, and my mother is moving into my spare room. That sounds so bad. I shouldn't say that on stream. We're gonna go. Bye!